good evening and welcome back to Rangers Radio. Rangers 4, Dundee United 0. But the big question that everybody will be asking, how did they manage to keep 11 players on the park? Join myself, Fox, here on the panel is my good friend, Port Bear. Evening, Port. And Fox. How we doing, Fox?
All right, pal. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
Your man done it for you?
Aye, Tav on his 250th appearance had a really, really good game. Thoroughly, as I say, I thought there was a lot of good successes on the park this afternoon. Pleased with the result, pleased with the performance. Sorry.
I've got to give a big shout out to Big Hollander, mate. Obviously, you can come on as substitute, but thrown in there, no prepared mentally to start, and done okay for us. And once again, looks a solid pro, mate, doesn't he?
Aye, him and Goldson have got a good partnership, and as you say, probably never expected to get on today. The injury to Balogun, we'll need to find out, but obviously it happened before they went on the park. So it was a day of injuries, mate. We've got a lot to talk about the injury side.
It was a day of injuries. So the game started, Fox, and we were cruising, and then the proverbial sniper bullets. Ryan Jackiston looks as if he's calf, but I don't think he's popped it because he walked off the park, Fox.
Aye, maybe he's just felt the strain. So rather than take the chance of playing on, he's just decided to err on the safe side.
Then I can't remember, I was at my injuries. I think we got the goal, and then Kamara come on for Jack, so you've no change to your team. And then young Barker does his hamstring, try to run for a through ball for a pass. And you think, oh, what kind of day is this? This is 3 done, and there's hardly anything happened. So he went off, and arguably we strengthened our team by bringing on Morelos.
Aye, and what happened to him?
Well, we scored the second goal, and then, well, I can only say it was an assault on Morelos. Only the player will know if he meant it, but it was still serious foul play, dangerous play, mate. It's a red card every day of the week, mate.
Look, we had a wee feature last night, Ox, when you were away out partying. I look at Kevin Clancy, and if that was the other way round, where Morelos had challenged for that ball, he'd have had the red card out before he even hit the other player. I think he is a cheat. I think it's only my opinion, but I think he's a cheat, and he gives Rangers nil. And how, as you said earlier on, 11 men stayed in that part for that Dundee United side, only he knows.
Because there should have been, there's just taking away the red card on Morelos, there's about 5 or 6 or maybe more blatant trips, pulls that are red, yellow cards all day long, mate. You know, and then the second bookings and they're off the park. He's either inept or he's a cheat.
Aye, one or two. But it's a shame that we have a shocking referee like that, and it takes away for the terrific performance by our players on the park, mate. I think there'll be a lot of Bears upset with his performance again today, and maybe most of the phone calls may be about that rather than the superb display that we put out there.
We do understand that, but it's a lovely football, so if people want to use a phone, what's the number, Mucker?
Number is 0141 356 1972. And I'll be joined right away.
All right, we're joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Hello. Hi, it's David Felgen here.
He's done the show off.
Hi, I'm sorry, I've just turned it off here. How you doing?
All right,
no
David,
bad.
give your thoughts, mate.
I just wanted to phone in. I thought today, unfortunate things happened with the injuries and that, but see when Morelos came on and there was I calculated that the front four we had at the time was probably worth over 40 million. And I was like, this is going to be great, you know, and it was looking so good. Morelos was just so good at backing into players, passing the ball back again, but doing so well at it, and it was looking so good. Like, I thought we'd have scored a heap a day.
David, I'll tell you what, when it was only 2-0 when we hadn't got the third, I was getting a bit frustrated myself. But I think somebody called it perfectly before the show, Fox, 4-0.
And who would that be?
Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't know. David, good performance for your team.
I thought it was brilliant today. It was a bit Kevin Clancy, Knight was going about refs, but obviously a bit poor. But
what did you make of that tackle, Morelos?
Absolutely terrible. Like, I messaged one of my pals who's a Dundee United fan, and even he said, again, it was the boy should have been off. Like, I was gutted to see he didn't even get a card. Like,
a serious foul play, dangerous play, whatever you want to call it. So it's a red
absolutely. I mean, I've seen the photo of it now, and I know photos talk a different story, but that photo explains this one completely. Like, the foot going through his knee is just ridiculous. Like, but there was the boy before it as well who should have been sent off. There should have been 9 men the day.
I've got to say the refereeing performance, and I think anybody that listens to this show, Fox or no, I'm no one for blaming referees. We won the day 4-0, and we're still saying, listen, mate, you're either a cheat, or you're totally incompetent.
Exactly. That's just bad. To be honest today, I didn't realise it was Kevin Clancy until about 30 minutes into the game, but then I can't mind which Dundee United player it was, but he'd already done a challenge, and then there was another one, then I heard Clancy, and I was like, there we go.
Who did you be man of the match to, David? Did you agree with the sponsors that it should have been Stephen Davis?
I think everyone was pretty good today. Like I say, I think that 4-player, when Morelos came on, there was Hadji, Morelos, Kent, and Roof up front. The play was brilliant, and it was gutting that Morelos ended up getting injured.
Fox, he was playing a different role, Morelos. He wasn't an out-and-out striker.
He kept coming to the ball. The way he was taking the ball, to me, was brilliant. The defenders behind him, he kept taking it, passing it off. It was brilliant play he kept doing today.
I've been saying that for weeks, Ox, that I would risk playing Alfred Morelos in the middle of the 3 up front with a striker in front of him, no, in the 4-2-3-1, because Morelos started his life as a midfielder. He knows how to play the position. He's progressed into a forward, and I think his all-round play, he looked really good there. And by the way, he played with a smile on his face today, which was nice to see as well.
Big time, yeah.
We'll be joined by Gary. Evening, Gary.
Evening all, how we doing?
All right, mate. How's your good self?
Brilliant. What a game today. Just the football was absolutely amazing. That's what we've been waiting for. Just the crisp passing and Hadji. A lot of players that we're talking about maybe needing to step up to the plate. Hadji today, even Bassey coming on as well. Just brilliant all round.
I think Shirley's a unit, Gary, isn't he?
Oh, see the day when he was charging in. It was funny. The commentary guys were saying that all he's got today is kind of learn the get his head up and look for the passes once he gets into that box. But he had 3 Dundee United defenders run about him today, and he just brushed them off as he ran into the box. That's what we want. Brilliant.
Fox, I'll come to you with this and I'll speak for other lads, but when it was 2-0, we were still playing 9 stuff. You want the other goal to take the heat of the game, but the big difference between that and the Hamilton game was their goal was pulling off a save and stops, and it was good play.
Aye, we were creating very good chances and getting them on target, which is what you want out of the final outcome of your delicious play going forward. And their keeper kept the score respectable for them.
Here. David, Barisic took off. It was a wise move. He'd lost his head a wee bit, had a silly booking in the first half. I think Gerrard done the right thing there.
He was, when the thing happened with Morelos, Barisic got a wee bit involved, so I think after it there was obviously the rules of the substitution, so I think Gerrard done the right thing there,
Aye. He would have seen the tackle, Gary. I think that's how he was so upset, Barisic.
Yep, aye, quite rightly. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the manager's interview after the game there, but he is saying that the Alfie looks as though he's going to be all right. It's a deep cut, right enough, he's saying, but he says on the TV there that he might even be back for Thursday's game. So,
funny enough, Fox said that he's a deeper cut shaving his legs.
So that's a bonus because like Fox was saying there, Ox, Alfie's role today when he came on was brilliant. I really a different side to him I've seen.
I agree, yeah.
And it was really good to see that kind of partnership with Ruth, Ken, and Alfie.
I think his first pass, Morelos, he put somebody in and goal with. I can't remember who it was now. No, it was the one that Ruth tried to back heel. He put somebody in, he shot, and it came the Alfie who put it back in, and Morelos and Ruth tried to back heel it for an offside position. There was that much good play to talk about, Fox. I'm sure we're going to be busy with the next couple of days. Someone again.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are we doing?
Hi there, how you doing, guys?
What's your name?
Hello. Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
How are we doing, Andrew? All right?
Aye, brand new. Just finished watching the game. Delighted with the performance. To be honest, I thought the performance was excellent, from start to finish. Another clean sheet, which is great. I thought, to a man, everybody deserves pass points. But one point I wanted to make, and the caller just before me there pointed on it as well. That tackle on Alfie was absolutely diabolical. I mean, all right, he wins the ball, but he means to follow through with his stunts, and and Clancy's 2 yards away, 2-3 yards away from him. He sees it, and you know what I mean. It's shocking. It's shocking.
Andrew,
even
if he doesn't mean it, Andrew. Even if he doesn't mean it, and only he'll know what he meant to do. Even if he doesn't mean it, it's a red card because it's dangerous play.
Absolutely, aye, absolutely, guys, absolutely. I also wanted to point out an all which I think is absolutely pivotal going forward. All the subs that came on seem to, you know what I mean? They seem to want to fight for their shot, which is which is great. I thought Bassey was excellent. I thought Arfield was excellent. And in general, I just think basically that we're absolutely outstanding today. To be honest, I don't know if you guys think it was a poor Dundee United side or we actually played excellent. What do you think, boys?
Well, I'll go to Gary with it. I mean, look, you can only beat what's in front of you. 4-0 flattered them, Gary. It could have been double, couldn't it? Let's be honest.
Aye. And let's see some of the chances. Even Ruth, I think Ruth could have had another couple of days as well. Even Ken, Hadji as well. And I think Arfield could have had another 2 as well. So, I mean, there you go. There's nearly another 8 goals there. You mean? So, it was just like you say, the keeper kept it respectable for them today. The only thing is, we had a couple of moments at the back near the end that needed a wee bit of looking at. But apart from that, what it says, it was a good performance today.
Aye, definitely.
Who did you give man in the match to yourself, Andrew?
Man in the match, I would actually. At first, I was actually agreeing with the sponsors, to be honest, with Davis. But my man in the match, I thought was Helander. To be honest, I thought Helander was absolutely excellent. To be honest, I know they didn't cause us much problems, but anytime they did, he was solid. But I suppose as a tough one, Davis was excellent. Excellent, but
I think Herlander deserves a shout out for his attitude, mate. His attitude.
Absolutely, yeah. That's where I'm coming from. His attitude was absolutely fantastic. Do you know what I mean? And if it was me, I don't know. Would Gerard was saying that obviously Balogun was going to start, but obviously he felt something. He said that in the press conference. He said he felt something, something tight.
Better safe than sorry, Andrew. Better safe than sorry. Anyway, we've been joined by Domarnock in. Evening, Domarnock. Oh, he was there, but he's gone. He'll be back in a minute.
Cheers for taking my call, guys.
Oh, you're welcome to hang on, Andrew. We'll get back to you in a second.
All right, no bother, guys.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Gary, a real team performance today. I've got to be honest with you. I did enjoy Davis's performance, but I feel showed great touches with Hickham on Morelos, Kent. Tarvin scored on 50th game. Hallander coming on showing such a great attitude. Golston strolled it. Barisic putting the cross in for the second goal. Hadji's nutmeg for the first goal on Kent. But a lovely nutmeg. It was a great pass.
That was class, wasn't it?
That was worth missing money if you were there alone, you know.
Definitely.
Ox, you know what I noticed about the team today, and I know Barker's not one of the boys that gets a lot of plaudits or anything like that, but see when the goal went in with Kent, he was the one that was standing beside them all, and he was like fist pumping and stuff like that.
Fist up in the air, wasn't he?
I mean that shows that the boys just know they're just to pick up a wage. The boys wanting to win, and that for me,
right, mate. Yeah, I agree with you. I noticed that.
As long as you're showing the effort and stuff like that and that kind of passion, then, I mean, half to him, because he looked gutted when he was coming off his hamstring injury and stuff like
that. Well, you'll know it's a hamstring. That's what's gone, because you know that's minimum. If it is gone completely, it's minimum, and that's minimum 6 weeks. You know, David, it was a new team performance, and I'm including all the substitutes as well.
Yeah, can I just say as well, talking about Barker there, I really hope today would have been his chance. You know, he's been coming on, and I thought, I actually messaged one of my pals as well, saying, this could be, again, because he was getting slagged, you know. I said, this could be the sort of game to sort him out, and I was quite gutted when he went off so early. Like, I really thought it could have been one of his games to sort of get himself off the mark today.
Well, I think Domarnock's joined us now. Evening, Domarnock. Come on from you. Come on. That's a good boy. How are we doing, Domarnock?
All good. What a fantastic game of football. Apart from them.
Obviously, they could have had, how they ended up with 11 players on the park, Domarnock's a mystery. But what I will say, at least they didn't play with 10 men behind the ball.
No, the first 5-10 minutes they were attacking. They were pretty. It was pretty refreshing to see. As much as I don't like them, but it was. They never came. They came to play football, which is good to see. But we just dominated, and as I say, that's the best football I've seen for us for a while. I know they've just come up a division enough, but
yeah,
it was superb.
I mean, 4 flattered them, didn't it? I mean, it could have been double, and I'm not being rude to them when I say it could have been double.
No, it could have
easy.
Could have been.
You know, it could have been. Domarnock, who's Sean for you, mate?
Who's Sean? I think Davis, 3 games in a row, he's played well. Kent, again, he was his usual, full of tricks. I thought they were all pretty good. Even Bassey, when he came on, he was getting right in about it. And every single one of them that came on, but were just hungry to get in the action, which is good to see. So the ones coming off our bench are taking their chances and going, I want in this team. I want a start, and that can only be good for the season.
Fox,
going forward.
David came on and he said the forward line when Morelos was on was worth more than £40 million, and at the other end of the park with Nicky Clark, things have changed dramatically for us.
I hope
Definitely.
I hope all the calls for signing Shankland will finally be finished, mate. You know,
Aye, definitely.
Can I just say that I thought that it was a great team performance, but in the actual game, the defence played its part, the midfield and up front, and we defended from the front, we harried, we chased the ball till we won it back, and it was a solid team performance today with not one failure.
Yeah, we've been joined by another caller now. I think it's George 3K. Evening, George.
All right, lads, how you doing?
Hi, George.
Well, happy with that result. I thought we were outstanding today.
We were going to send a search party for you, George.
I've been busy with a lot of crap, by the way, I'm talking about. Family issues.
All right, we'll have a special show about that a week. Thursday, can we fit you in?
I'll see if I can fit you in.
Right. Who's showing for you, George?
I'm being honest, man. I think I'll be playing the part, Sean. I thought we never
even George, if that's the way you feel.
And I thought the first half, Kent Davis was outstanding, by the way. I thought Barisic, in fact, to a man, even when Harfield came on, I thought the team get even better. And same with Big Shirley. I thought Big Shirley was outstanding, and honestly, God. And as you says, 4-0 totally flattered them. It should have been about 7-0.
Right, well, maybe if we get something later, we've got to give them one as well because they hit the bar. So.
Aye, I know.
You know, but great.
Big John came out for that cross, didn't he? Flapped.
Aye, man, Nicky Clark.
Aye, the corner.
I thought that was in, by the way.
So did I.
I'm so glad to see it bouncing by the post of that. Thank God for that, man.
Oh, we're going to
as you said yourself there, as you said and all, with all the subs that come on as well, all the subs look hungry then to get, to get the, to show that they want to play for this team, and it's refreshing to see. You know what I mean? It really is refreshing, and it's good to see. And Ryan Kent made a point during the week, and I think it was highlighted there just after the game finished, that it's not just defence. It's not just the defence. It's that's, you know what I mean, that's keeping the goals out. It's a whole team. It's the forwards as well, because they're all tracking back as well. They mentioned it at the end of the game. I don't know if any of you heard it, but as Ryan Kent said during the week, that it's an absolute team effort. It's not for the clean sheet.
Well said, Gary. How many times did Morelos come back and steal the ball off of somebody and start attacking?
Oh, that was brilliant.
Aye, so that's what I was speaking about earlier. Just a different side of the game. I know he's done that like before on like European nights and stuff like that, but he worked his socks off today, and it's good to see him back settled again. I'm like, hopefully he gets this like that injury today sorted out, and that's him back now. Because even if Sierra's talking about saying that he possibly could start on Thursday, we were talking about it last night. Then that kind of tells me that he's not really thinking about him going out the door. You know what I mean?
Fox, the manager set up his team, and within half an hour he's had to make 3 substitutions, including obviously Balogun, dropping it before the whistle's even gone to start the game. It just shows you how we've developed a squad, doesn't it?
We've got a very strong bench, and as the substitutions were made, we didn't drop in quality. The people that came on just slotted straight into their position, and it didn't make any difference to our team performance. And that is only due
to last year, isn't it?
Aye, it's only due to the quality we've got on the bench now.
Yeah.
Just wait to hear your name.
Oh, for goodness sake. My virgin ball just flashed up in front of me there, mate. Oh, God, I'll never have a heart attack. Hold on.
Just flashed up.
I know. I get a number.
I'm a Raymond off.
You're what, Paul?
I'm in that virgin mob and all, man. My ball's
Do you get them delivered, Fox?
No, you know what I mean. My internet, pal.
Shocker, innit?
Kilmarnock, as I said,
yes.
I've one slight complaint overall. It's just that we never put the ball in the net more. But some of that was due to good goalkeeping, if I'm being honest. And that was a big
It was
difference.
that big keeper was good.
The big difference between that performance and Hamilton. We kept going and we kept knocking on the door and playing decent stuff and got the third and the fourth goal. We should have maybe scored more, but you've got to be happy with 4, haven't you?
Arfield was really lively when he came on. He was right up for it. Again, I think they were off. I think they were the ones that came on are fighting for their European place on Thursday. They all went in there. Jones wasn't even on the bench, but I'd imagine he'll be brought back in on Thursday.
No,
but
he's
on the bench anyway. Oh, is he? Is he?
Yeah.
It was really good to see.
What was that, Gary?
He's injured.
Who?
Yeah, Jordan Jones.
Oh, Jordan Jones got injured with Northern Ireland, didn't he?
Aye.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that, did he? Aye.
Aye, got injured with Northern Ireland, aye.
Chair.
Yes, George.
What did you think of that horrendous boot and Alfredo Morelos? Not even a card or nothing.
You just missed it, George. Only that player before you come on, mate. I know you were busy. I know you were at the 5 o'clock mass. So, only...
He's in confession for an hour.
Only because only that boy will know if he meant it or not, right? Even if he doesn't mean it, if you give him the benefit of doubt and you say it's an accident, it's still serious foul play, dangerous play, whatever you want. It's a red card all day long.
He was angry. He didn't want to even book their players at all, but he booked us for anything.
Well, he's either incompetent or he's a cheat.
I'm on that brought back up a disciplinary. I'm on that looked at, know what I mean?
They mentioned that, didn't they, on the thing, it might get looked at again. And I think Gerrard did the right thing, was taking Barisic's off, because to be honest, I think if Barisic's made another tackle, then I think he would have pulled the red card out, to be honest. So I think that was a great move for Gerrard.
Wise decision, you're right, Andy. You're right, Andy. The man, it was a red card for me. Gerrard done the right thing with the substitution. The referee's performance and a 4-0 victory, by the way, was absolutely horrendous.
This is the time we need to call him out when we're 4-0 up. Because if it's during a draw, a point stroke, then
that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah.
It looks so great, doesn't it? So you're 4-0 up, you're cruising, you've controlled the game, and it's time to call him out. And Gerrard did say that if it's the other way about, you know what I mean? If Morelos does that, he's hung in George Square, isn't he?
He's on the back pages, isn't he?
Yep. That's a terrible tackle.
You're right. I'm
going to go, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Cheers, Andrew. Cheers, mate.
All the best, guys. Thanks for having me on. I'll listen to the rest of the show. Cheers.
Cheers.
Can I just say before you go on, I'm sorry for Dave Elgin. I had to drop him earlier on because the echo coming back. Sorry about that, Dave.
Sorry about that, Dave.
Some Blidos on this show.
At least you go to the bar. The other ones were too slow.
Can we also talk about our clean sheet record, which is toddling along there very well? And
how many minutes is that, Fox?
For a defence, mate, that's been ridiculed there the seasons, mate, they're certainly growing together and they're putting up good performances now.
I think the fact that each position, central defenders anyway, I've got other people to come in, so they know they can't mess up, they can't trap their guard and think they're better than they are, because they'll just get put in the team, hopefully, if that happens. Don't want that to happen, but if it does, it's a case of, if I make a major error, then somebody's taking my place and I might not get back in.
George, Andrew made a point that the defending started for the front, and they did. The forwards would slow down, then they would all go and sprint and try and close people down, and just, I wouldn't say them steal the ball off them.
Roof done well in Ogden. The player was in the box, man. He managed to hit the ball away, man. It was standing, man. To see strikers up defending like that.
Some of the Roof's passes today was amazing.
As soon as they got the ball, they done everything they could to get the ball off them, which was absolutely was proper Rangers, man, proper Rangers.
That's Ruth get 2 goals now. He's on his way.
I know. That's that.
Gary, can you come, mate?
Aye, like some of the passes that I was saying, some of the passes today, the one through for Arfield, it was just he's got that kind of one touch pass. It's and defenders can't see it. He's got that ability, and there was a lot of times as well he was dropping deep and stealing the ball off Dundee United and then putting the ball through for Ken. And it's good to have. I think we've got a good balance now, because you can have either Kent back, Roof forward, Roof back, Alfie back, Alfie forward. We've got a good balance now about the team.
Yeah, Dunmarlock, 2 passes that really pleased me tonight was the pass for the first goal.
Hadji?
Through his legs, and also I don't know if you noticed that Stephen Davis done a pass with outside his boot. I think it was to Barisic in the first half, and he was in the inside left position. He just lifted it with outside his boot into the boys' stride. Touch of class.
He's definitely been great the last 3 games in a row. He's been good, Davis. He's been criticised before, even last season. People think his legs were gone, but the last 3 games, anybody that criticised him for the last 3 games doesn't know anything about football, to tell you the truth. And he has deserved criticism in the past.
Ox, what do you think about Hadji? Because you were saying about him, like he needed to kind of step up a wee bit more.
I thought Hadji with probably a bit of skill for the first goal. Was it the 4th goal he put it across for Arfield? Was that the 4th goal he put it in for Arfield?
Aye,
he broke away with the pass. The boy's still learning the game. He's got ability. He can make things happen, but he's got flaws in the game. But I would give him 7 out of 10 today, Gary. There you go.
Wow. You've been joined by Andy for Leeds, who will be into moan about his Coupon getting beat, probably.
He might be, but I think he's disappeared, Fox.
2 assists for Hadji. You can't argue with that, can you?
No, you can't, man. You can't. I mean, particularly the first one. It was a lovely nutmeg, wasn't it?
Aye, yeah. It wasn't shining, Hadji, you know what I mean? But he just done enough.
George, I've been listening.
He doesn't even know the tunes back. I don't know.
Oh, we'll be joined by another caller.
Gary for 5 here, lads. How's it going?
How we doing, Gary?
All right.
Aye, good. I just watched the game in that there. Delighted that we've all been waiting on that. We've seen it all season, that performances like that's coming, and we could have had another couple of goals, but happy all round really. Apart from the assaults and that took place, but
red card, Gary. It was a red card there.
Oh, it should be in the cells in there, man. That was assault, eh?
Aye.
The worst bit was you never even got a card.
No, I know.
Lucky we get a free kick.
I know.
I'm sure he was trying to get against Morelos for diving, though, man.
Aye. I was trying to work out how we could book him, wasn't he?
If Alfie's injury had happened to Tav would have just have thrown some dirt in me and then got up and played on.
A wee bit sawdust.
A wee bit of sawdust. Can I say one thing about the tackle of Morelos? Only Barisic went to that player. That whole team and Tav should have been round the player, should have been round the ref. But they're on ice. You know what I mean? And I know it might be a modern day game, modern day footballer, but I'm sorry, if somebody does that to my player, I'm backing them up.
The ref would have booked all the Rangers players, man.
They were up there though.
I don't know if Andy's joined. No, he's not joined us yet, Andy. Right, I mean, Gary for 5 this as we're coming on Gary in a minute. Gary, 4-0, but as I said earlier on, it definitely flattered Dundee United.
Definitely, it could have been 8. It should have been 8. And the best thing about all the fouling and hatchet jobs that was going on, the players just got up and got on with it. And so I think the Rangers players knew they weren't going to get nothing, so they just got up and got on with it, and that showed a wee bit of class just doing that.
Here we've been joined by Andy Felix. Andy?
Well, how good was that today? Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I thought we learnt a couple of points. Well, for me, I learnt a couple of points there. We know what the figure of the injuries and all that, but what it showed me, the guys that come on, there's some good, some guys who went in the wing there. Arfield was absolutely outstanding for me today. That's the old Arfield. I thought Davis was head and shoulders above everybody else, and that was just great for me. Absolutely fantastic. As for the coupon, Fox, I couldn't give a shite. As long as Rangers win, I'm not bothered.
What's your line?
I'll try again next week with that one,
Andy, what's your line? You've got Christian George in here. You've got Christian George in here.
That's me being tuned there, right enough. There you go.
That's a Clancy red.
But I think there was some good football stuff, and you see what as well. You see the way they started turning it, and the quickness of the game. That brings the other side of it, because these guys can't get any near our players, and that's how we're picking up the injuries. But for me, the big Shirley at the back, I think he's got potential. And as I say, Arfield today, I thought when he come on, that's a different Arfield altogether. Maybe the pennies dropped that. I better get my finger out of here, or I'm not going to be playing much this season. But it's great to have them guys coming on the back,
Gary, is the multi-boss system helping us? Because it keeps the game flowing.
What one? Is it Gary Hamilton?
You, Gary, aye.
It is, and I think it probably helped us a lot with injuries today, if you mean having that kind of extra substitutions. But let's see, big Bassey for the size of the unit is, being able to bomb down that wing. He's lightning.
He was like Messi at one point, wasn't he, running through that box?
What? I just loved him battering the 3 defenders at the road to get in the box.
The Black Messi.
No.
Oh, somebody's shouting.
What are we doing?
That's one of Bridges' veins.
Well, they're everywhere, mate. They're everywhere. George, I've just did a message for Mr. J. Kyle. He said he's willing to come on and do the show with you when you want to do a special.
Tell him it's all right, softy.
All right, mate. Right, so how would you rate, go through the panel quickly, out of 10, how would you rate that performance? Dominic?
8.25.
All right, okay. Gary for 5?
I would go 8.5.
Okay. George EK?
8.75.
Gary for Hamilton?
An 8, only because the last 5 minutes or something like that with the defence, some of this shaky defending.
All right. Davey? Who have I missed it? Fox?
8 for me, just because we never took as many chances as we made.
Okay, I understand that, mate. I'm roughly the same as you. Good performance. I think they still look a bit like a championship team, but what pleased me was that it could have been double.
The one thing, I mean, it's not a side we like as a support. I think we'll all agree about that. But give them their due. They didn't have every man behind the ball. They tried to play football, and that's a good reflection on their manager, mate.
The stats are 61% to 39 possession. We had 24 shots to their 6. We had 9 in target to their 1. 6 corners to their 2. And we had 4 fouls to their 16 fouls.
And what was the bookings? What was the bookings? 4
for, I don't know, I've not got that. Just the fouls.
we made 4 fouls and got 1 booking, Barisic, yeah?
He got booked, aye.
Which was a shocking booking, though. It shouldn't have been a booking because he won the ball.
He won the ball.
Yep.
3 of the players get booked up for world WWE wrestling, mate. That's what they get booked up for.
3 hours.
We've got to be happy with that. We've got to be happy for that. George, we've got to be happy with that, haven't we?
I'm well happy, man. Honestly, Ox, I'm well happy. And if we keep that performance up during the week in Europe, we'll do well. We'll do really well. I'll put about 3 or 4 by them, or even more.
Yep. I'm expecting hot weather.
What?
In Gibraltar, are we expecting any extremes of temperature or anything out there? Do we know?
Yeah, I think it's all.
The Rangers will be hot. That's the forecast. What a difference this makes to your weekend, isn't it, when your team plays well? I'll be having a few wee halves and celebrating the night. I hope all you do the same.
Yeah, man,
Good stuff, Fox.
Context. He'd be having a few wee offs anyway. So.
I'm having a few wee offs, you know.
I'm going to join you, Fox.
Enjoy yourself.
That's not what you, Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, I've been running about in the taxi and all day. Got a big pan of stovies on there and a few drinks. That'll do me for the night there, you know. So I'm looking forward to it.
You're a traditionalist, aren't you?
Oh, definitely. Well, like I said, my wife's English, like, but I've learned her how to make it now, so can't get it like my dad, like, but, you know.
She's been with you that long now, she's nearly part of the family, isn't she?
Aye, that's it. A couple of years ago, I think, like, when she hits the 60, I might let her in there.
Oh, everybody's in a good mood. Can hear it, Gary from Hamilton. Everybody's in a good mood, huh?
Aye, and so we should be. Like I says, the team have been playing for the start of the season. They've been playing really well, and I think the game of the day just showed all the quality that we've been shouting about. Like I says, really all around good performance, good play at Fitba, close touch Fitba, outstanding.
Has anybody heard anything on Jack? Obviously, we're talking about Barker's.
I think it can't be that bad, mate. He was sitting in the stand the second half, mate.
Calf injury and a scan.
That's good. Good to know.
If he'd have popped his calf, he wouldn't have walked half, would he?
Aye,
no, I've done that a few times.
Manager says he's got to get a scan on his calf, but it's a niggle.
Kamara's an able deputy, isn't he?
Oh,
so
brilliant.
I think that's the point that George, that some of the boys are making when they've come on. You're making a substitution, and you're no on the quality of the team. In fact, with the greatest respect to Parker, who's one of my all-time favourites, when Morelos come on, I think we improved our team.
I thought Morelos was brilliant.
It was good to see him with that big smile, wasn't it? It was brilliant.
Aye. That's what we want. That's what we want in the team. We don't want them.
Would you reckon that's him not getting settled now because of that injury?
We're about luck, George.
Hello. We're joined by another caller. Evening, caller.
Hello there. The first time I've ever called.
What's your name?
I thought my name's Mally.
Mally, that will do me, Mally. How we doing, mate? Right.
Oh, sound. I thought we played actually brilliant today. And we Alfred a great wee shift as well.
You're here, mate. I think everybody's on the same mind there. Don't man up.
Aye, Morelos was superb when he came on. Again, he was hungry for it. He was just disappointed. When was the last time we had somebody get off, then we had the sub coming on, and the sub going off? I can't remember that happening before. Is the sub getting injured and getting stretchered off? But
he subbed it. He went on and then he came off and you're right, mate. Well, obviously it was having the 5 substitutes today, didn't it?
Aye, yep. Without a doubt, then you're bringing quality back on, replacing quality. So that was all good.
Everybody's positive, Ali. Great performance. Great result.
Oh, it was amazing. Can you imagine if Rebo was on the day as well? What he'd have brought to the game, you know?
Now you're just being greedy, now you're just being greedy, ain't you, George? Aye, but you're right. Bigger Ebo's a miss favourite team. Listen, lads, can I thank each and every one of you for calling the aftermatch show? Everybody's in a good mood. Go and enjoy your Saturday evening.
Cheers, Ox.
Can I give a shout out to somebody?
Of course you can, the man.
Just my wee mate Pete Dabson down at Doncaster and the two Yorkshiremen. They'll be listening, so it's all good. Met him in Thailand, and he's a great bear.
Right, brilliant, mate. Listen, can I thank you all for calling? It's you that make this show, all the people on here. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back Monday night. We'll be joined by Stardog. Looking forward to it. Thanks for calling, all the callers. Thanks to Fox and Old School Boy for putting on the show. See you on Monday. Enjoy your Saturday.
No bother, lads. Cheers.
Cheers, lads. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, good, Gene.
Now we beat the boats in Africa, the Chinks of Fu-Manchu, the Spaniards at Trafalgar and the French at Waterloo. We chased King James and all his gang in the battle of the Portland by the Glasgow jails were torn. Glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, legends go marching on. Now we've seen the Glasgow Celtic and Brazil and Argentina. We've seen the Leeds United and the sure a mighty team. We've seen the best in Russia from the Volga to the Don, but the Jazz go